Hello, everyone. I hope and pray that you're doing well. Earlier this month, Calvin Seerveld passed away. And Cal was a philosopher, a proponent of the aesthetic life, which is to say that he was concerned with beauty and with meaning. And I first met Cal when he stayed at our family home when I was, very, very little. And our paths crossed over the years in numerous ways, in conferences over theology and philosophy, including the time when I was a high school Bible teacher and some of my students in my class acted out for Cal, with Cal in attendance, his translation of the Bible's Song of Songs, the greatest song. And what I appreciated also about Cal was how he dispelled notions of trite Christian art. Instead, I really like, he wrote once, aesthetic life is not something sophisticated. That's a humanistic lie. Aesthetic life is as integral to being human as building sandcastles on the beach and giving children names. Right? It's so tied up in who we are, and we live our best lives out when we do this well. Art adds depth and beauty and meaning to our lives. Christian Courier's recent editions showed some of Cal's artwork, and it inspired me to do kind of an inventory of our own art. And so here I am sitting at our kitchen table, and the view that I have most mornings includes this batik, which reminds us of our time in Sierra Leone. I made the frame out of corrugated metal to imitate the tin roofs on most structures in Kabbalah. And then over my other shoulder is a mug rack. You can see it's in the shape of a barn. My dad cut it and he wrote a poem on the back. It's in the shape of our 1906 barn from our family farm, from our family hobby farm. And you can imagine that it has a few memories associated with it. In Seerveld's collection, you may have noticed that he had some Hank Krieger pieces. And this one is in our house. It's Krieger's Psalm 42-43 woodcut. And it's on loan from my parents. And so as you see the image, just think, as the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. And then this one's a scene which we commissioned from Casey Brom, and it combines a number of images of Gulf Island scenes, which are similar to the view from my grandparents' home on Thetis Island. Again, growing up on our hobby farm, neighbor Joshua DeGroot, later in life, painted this Vancouver neighborhood, and I just cast a spell on me, and so I purchased it from him. And then this, I ordered this copy of Because He Lives, I Can Face Tomorrow, because it's from the Creator's Sacrifice series by Ovid Begetti, which some may remember that we hosted in our church these huge paintings as part of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission tour. And then also in my office, I have family friend Matt Cupido's Baptism, which is again part of a 5-part liturgical series that he created. And Tim Block's wire sculpture of a fisherman is above my desk, and it helps me cope in my office on days when I can't get out fishing. Casey Brom Sr.'s series of pen and ink drawings of the Terrace CRC and Us Chapel adorn my wall as well. And then this is a painting by one of my favorite people of one of my favorite places. That is Oval Bay on Porcher Island, which is about 20 miles off the coast of Port Edward. And then this, one of my favorites, is a yellow cedar carving by Ella's older brother Walt. And it's of his and Ella's Opa, Walter. And I love this one because if you look really closely, you can see that Opa Walter is rolling a shecky, that is a cigarette, over an open Bible. And I could go on, but all this to say that art in its own way imitates God. and it adds layers of depth and beauty and meaning to our lives. And why would we want to forego that? Let me leave the last words to Seerveld, where he writes, "The Lord wants double-edged artistry, praising God's name and setting things straight." The peace of Christ be with you all.